Welcome everyone back to the Crimson 15 podcast. I'm your host, Crimson Sin. Be sure to follow us over on Twitter at C15 Podcast. Join a discussion over on Discord, link in the description below. If you're enjoying the videos, be sure to sub, like, share, and hit that bell for notifications. Podcast character designs done by Demon Artie. Be sure to follow her over on Twitter at Artie Demon. Finally, back to Amphibia, episode 15, Contagi-Anne. And I'm sorry, I kind of fell behind, but so much stuff keeps coming up. But I'm going to start getting back on these. I got to finish up because Carmen Sandiego comes back in October, and I want to be done with all the reviews for Amphibia. But another funny episode. It feels good for me personally. Like I leave the series for a little while, then I come back, and it just makes me smile. I'm laughing. There's just situations where it's just like, Hop Pop is just hilarious in this episode. But we open up, and it's raining outside. And just like Anne, I find a lot of myself in Anne, which is ridiculous, but awesome at the same time. I love the sound of rain. I live out in the desert, so we don't get much rain. But she's like, laying down and just enjoying it. I absolutely love the smell of rain, the whole everything. Maybe because I don't get to see it very often. But then Hop Pop comes downstairs and he's like, "Hey, Anne, I've been calling you. This is the third time I called you." And she's like, "No, it's not." "Well, it's the first time I called you. We got to get to work." So I guess there's a lot of like farm stuff to do when it's like a really heavy rain. Hop Pop's dressed like a hobo. His raincoat is all tattered. He's wearing little like sandwich baggies on his feet. He literally looks like a crazy old person. But I guess they all have to get suited up because they have to go out and they have to do a lot of work out there to like secure the crops. Like little Polly's like in her little trash bag thingy. She's so cute. But I guess this is a really, really bad rain. So it's going to be a lot of hard work. And I love Hop Pop because he just describes it like in the worst way possible. It's going to be backbreaking labor. It's going to be all these things. It's really funny because like how Hop Pop is getting them all dressed up and everything. Sprig is like, "Hop Pop, we're frogs. Like, if anything, you should be taking her clothes off." So he starts undressing and he's like, "But keep your pants on, kid."
"We should actually be taking off our clothes. Woohoo!
Keep your pants on, boy."
I just love this dynamic. This family is one of the funniest cartoon families in a long time. They're just so great together. But then we get to Anne and she's starting to fake an illness, like the fake, the one you do when you don't want to go to school. But she's trying to set this up so she doesn't have to go and work because she is a kid. She is a young girl. She's going to try to find ways to get out of work. And she called it the mocha lattes, which is hilarious because, of course, we know that, we know what a mocha latte is, but they don't. And it does sound kind of like a disease. It is a disease if you think about it. It's an addictive disease. But Hop Pop's like checking her out. She doesn't have sticky skin. So he's looking for things that frogs would be sick. But she's like, "No, this is human and you don't know anything about it, so I can't go out there." So they feel bad, like, "Don't worry, Anne, we'll do all the work. You just stay in here and be get better." So she, is congratulates herself for, I tricked him again. So she's just screwing around and being an idiot, There's always these little mini montages. So she's like screwing around in the kitchen. She takes a bath while they're all like suffering outside. So she's just like, living it up while they have to do all the work. She dresses up like Sprig, just being an idiot. She's watching her TV show. Like, I know it's a movie, The Ab Snatcher. These absolutely silly titles are hilarious. But they finally come back inside, and then she's like pretending to be sick. "Oh, you guys are done now. Oh." But actually, they got sick by being out there. So Polly and Hop Pop show signs of being like, Polly's eyes are all swollen. Hop Pop's like runny nose, and he's all sticky. And even Sprig, even though he didn't look like he was sick at first, like his tongue like started swelling up, so he's falling out of his mouth. So they all got sick, and maybe they wouldn't have gotten sick if Anne would have been helping. They would have got done the work faster. So she's starting to feel like crap, but she still doesn't want to admit that she was lying. She's like, "You know what? I'm going to take care of all you guys. Even though I'm still sick, I'm going to make sure that you guys are okay." At the same time of like doing the right thing, she's also doing it for the wrong reasons. It's the classic doing the right thing for all the wrong reasons. But she starts, "Okay, I'm going to help you guys." So trying to get Hop Pop over, but he's all sticky now. That is so gross. And she gets some of the stickiness on her hands and she's trying to pull it off. "Oh my God, it got my mouth." Oh, that must have been so freaking gross.
Oh, it's in my mouth!
Sorry, Anne.
And Polly, I've had LASIK eye surgery and I have chronic dry eyes now. And it feels so good to get eye drops. And when she takes that eyedropper and like fills up her eyelids, there's been times where my eyes were so dry. It's like, oh, it's like the kiss of the angels. It feels so good. try to help Sprig get his tongue back in his mouth, but like she kind of just ties it up. She makes them their soup. Like she makes her favorite soup, but of course with their ingredients. Nah, with frog leg or what was it, mantis leg or something. It's this big old giant cricket leg. And it's like kicking her. Oh, this one's got a little kick to it. It's creepy and funny at the same time. Then she remembers, Sprig likes mushrooms. So here's a mushroom. I want to throw it in there too, but like it turns the soup red. And it's like, oh, geez, I don't know if that's supposed to happen. She gives it to everyone. They eat it, but they kind of like are still sick and everything. And then she looks over at Hop Pop. Are your legs supposed to be red? No, that can't be a good thing. So they look in that big book of everything that they have. And apparently red leg starts down at the bottom of your feet. Then once it makes its way all the way up to your head, you basically die. And this is where I thought, oh, they're faking it. They're trying to get back at Anne because they know that she was faking it. So they're going to try to make her feel bad. Spoiler, I was wrong. They were actually sick. He's like, you know what? It's going to kill me. And y'all, the only thing left to do is to pick a corner for me to die in. I think this one's a pretty good one. So he's just going to go crawl into a corner and just die. And he just accepted it. Like, that's why I thought he was faking, because he accepted his death so easily. And like with the clarity, like he wasn't going to fight it or try to deny the fact that he was dying. But Anne is like, oh my God, I killed him. We got to find a way to fix this. And I guess there's some hot spring, up in the mountains that if you soak in it, it's supposed to cure this red leg thing. But Hop Pop's like, man, that journey alone would kill me. And he's like, no, it's okay. So he crawls in the corner, gets a little newspaper, like a homeless person, like sleeping under a bridge. And he just lays there with his little like paper blanket and just grabs his little vase next to him, just willing to die.
I'm just gonna get ready for the hereafter in my corner.
Anne's not letting it happen because she's like, no way. Still hasn't admitted that she was faking it, but she's going to try to, save his life. They saddle up Bessie, and it's kind of this hot springs up in the mountains, and you can see all the flags, kind of like the Tibetan flags that you see in real life. I think that was a nice little touch. But Anne's like, it's all the way up there. Okay, we're going to do it. They keep going. And then the infection's spreading. It's like, and they're like, oh, it's up to my stomach now. Now Polly has it. So Polly's going to die, and Hop Pop. So she basically has doomed her family, her surrogate family, to die, all because she didn't want to do a little extra work. So she's more determined than ever. And she's like, if Bessie can't pull this thing, then I'm going to do it. So she goes there, starts pulling the cart. She's getting attacked by everything. And they make it to the next, I guess, I don't know if these things had challenges, but it's like a challenge where there's all these steam geysers. And she's like, oh, we have to get across this thing too. The cart gets destroyed, so she has to carry all them. Very Lord of the Rings. Remember when Sam had to lift up Frodo? I'll carry you. Same situation. So she runs through this, basically this minefield of steam, gets him across there, and then now there's like, how are we supposed to come up here? These aren't stairs. Oh, they're for hopping because they're built for frogs. She's like, I'm going to do this. She runs and jumps. She doesn't even get close. We're talking like she makes it like 2 feet and just falls. But I guess there was like these big bugs flying around. They land on top of one. These big mosquitoes. They land inside the pond. And she's like, oh, we did it. I saved you guys. But now they're all turning red. They're all up to their heads in red. So they're supposed to be dead by now. But it's not working. And then she's like, what do you mean it's not working? It's like, well, I guess the book's wrong. And, books are wrong all the time, man. It's okay. We're going to just, accept their fate and we're going to die. They're making her feel like crap without knowing it. They're like, but Anne, you did more than anyone. You're a hero. You did. They're just literally digging into her. And you can just see in her face that it's killing her inside because she lied. And they're like just praising her. In their final moments, they're like saying, Anne, you're this wonderful person. You're so great. You're a hero. And she just boogers and snot. It's so funny.
No, Anne. You did more than anyone could have asked of you.
Yeah, you're the best.
But then she finally, breaks down and says, I was lying. I wasn't sick. I feel terrible. And then the clarity here is like, Anne, you could have got sick too. At least one of us survived. Even Polly, even her young age, she's like willing to embrace death. And even Hop Pop's like, it's okay, Anne. And they all kind of hug and watch the sunset. And they just go to accept their fate. And they're just laying there. And it's like, goodbye, my sweet family and everything. Then they're laying there for a good 10 seconds, 4 or 5 seconds. Is anyone dead yet? Nope, we're still alive. Well, I guess we're not going to die. But they find out that they're reading the book. They're like, oh, this certain mushroom will turn you red too if you eat it. And Anne's like, oh my goodness, I used that mushroom in the soup I served you guys because I thought Sprig would have liked it because he likes mushrooms. I just love this comedy. It's so good. I love the show. Hop Pop's like, wait a second. That I leave that thing there to clean the dishes, the tub, like he uses to scrub the toilets. So they ate a toilet mushroom. He just has a look in his face like, oh, Anne, you made us eat the most disgusting thing in the house.
I use it to scrub the pots and wash the bathroom floors and clean Bessie's stable.
But they're alive, so I guess that's a good thing. So, that's the end of the episode. But man, what funny stuff. I miss this show when I go away for a couple of days, not doing the reviews. And then when I come back, it just makes me appreciate the comedy. Is there a better family unit in animation today that there's the chemistry between all the characters, they feel like a real family. They goof on each other, but they also love and care about each other. I like it. I love this family dynamic, and I'm glad this show's on. But on to the next review. Got to keep knocking these ones out. But this is another super funny episode.
Keep your pants on, boy.
Crimson Saint here. Thanks for watching the video. If you're enjoying the content, be sure to sub, like, share, and hit the bell for notifications so you don't miss a single upload. If you have any tips or story ideas, hit us up on Twitter at C15Podcast, or better yet, join our Discord server, link in the description below.